Start your computations.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Hope. As you can tell, I decided to experiment with the format of my videos and do a voiceover for this video because I really want to bring more of myself into my content and channel, and also because I think it will be easier for me to add more information and context to what I'm doing with a voiceover. But as mentioned, I really want to make content that resonates with people and helps people, so please let me know what format you would prefer, whether that is like ASMR and lo-fi with captions or voiceover. Also, I was contemplating adding more of my design process into these videos as well, so please let me know if you'd be interested in that too. I'm using the same Taobao tips from my other Douyin inspired set, but this time I decided to cut them down because I actually wanted to wear this set. I don't often actually wear the sets that I've been making recently. It's just because of life, you know, life sometimes gets busy, but I still want to create stuff. For now, let's start with the base colors. So this set is inspired by a jello color that I bought in like January from, I think it's like the Frappe collection. So I really wanted to use this green and also just have like a nice spring green set and play around with some Aurora techniques and 3D techniques. And I'm also going to use chrome with this set, hence I'm using the Hoholi Chakan top, matte top coat. With this, make sure that you paint like quite a good layer of it. And I cured that for 40 seconds, like 40-50 seconds, and then I'm using the Enoi watercolor gel chrome, which is like a duo green purple chrome, but I kind of messed up because I over cured the Hoholi base gel. You can kind of see it's like a little bit powdery at the top. Tried wiping it off, didn't really work, so then I decided to paint over it another coat and just cure this for 30 seconds, and this worked this time when I did this, so that's a no. But it might vary for your lamp as well. I used the Cocoist Infinity lamp and it was 30 seconds. And then I'm doing this for 2 nails. So I'm just doing the second nail now. And this one came out so well. And the sheen on this chrome is so pretty. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to like figure out which colors I wanted to pair the green with because I knew I wanted to use a neon, but I wasn't sure which neon. Ended up going with the green neon with this. As always, I always paint 2 coats of all of my base colors. Pretty much most of the base prep done. Now we're moving on to like French tip nails. I just freehand this because I'm gonna do a border of chrome around the tip, so it's not really that important for the French tip to be perfect, but if you're a perfectionist, obviously you can perfect it how you want. And I'm gonna do this for 2 nails again and do 2 coats as well. And here they are, finished. I'm gonna go in with the Doi, like Nail Bio Doi dress glitter gel to paint the tip of it because I wanted to give a glittery, clear French tip vibe. I'm also gonna do some ombre, and the way that I like to do ombre is using a clear coat and then dotting your color into the clear coat, because then when you use jelly colors especially, it gives a much more of a seamless transition as you blend it out. And I always like, if I feel like I diluted it too much, I will blend it out a little bit more. And here we are. I will also sometimes do like cure it and then do an additional coat as well, depending on how like opaque it is. I've also been trying the sponges. The sponge was not like, it didn't work very well for me, so I just used the brush again. And for the next nails, I'm gonna do some sort of like very rough blended like ombre, blending many colors together kind of vibe using the gel, the Doi dress gel, which I love this dress glitter gel, and just blending that together very roughly and doing a second coat again as well. Because I love to use jelly colors like syrup gels, I find that blending them together is not super difficult. Also because I like to do uniform, like what's the word? I like to do like one color monochrome. So I find it a lot easier. And here we are. I did a second like kind of design where I blended down. And I'm doing more ombre, trying the sponge. Sponge didn't really work again, so I'm just adding more gel, being disappointed by this sponge, and pushing it out again with my ombre brush. And it's very faint, I won't lie, but it is what it is. And here we are, the base colors so far. Now we move on to the fun part, which is actually working on a design for one of the nails. I recently bought the fixed gel, finally, so I can just dip my charms into a fixed gel now. I love opening new parts, it's so satisfying. I'm using these chrome crosses. They're a pretty common charm, but I decided that for this nail I wanted to add a little charm onto it and do some 3D swirls. And now I'm going to go in with my flash cure lamp, which is new so that I can lamp on camera, and just flash cure that and then top coat it. You want to make sure that when you do your 3D swirls, you top coat the before, because you want to think of like 3D swirls as the last element. It's like the last finishing touch of your design. And if you top coat over it, then you're gonna lose the definition, and it really, it loses its 3D element. When drawing these, you always want more gel on your brush than you think you do, and you want to kind of guide it and then immediately flash cure it after each swirl once you're finished. Otherwise they will start globbing together and you'll lose the definition. And here we are, the finished nail. I'm going to mattify some of my nails, ready for chrome finishes soon. And I'm going to try a new, I also got this as new. All of these new products, by the way, are from Cookie, like K-K-O-O-K-I-E, which is a new like UK nail store. The heavy ice gel. I've been so excited to use this gel. I've bought 2 other silver chrome gels and neither of them are the right type. Like neither of them are just good. This one, oh my god, chef's kiss. It's so good. Look at that sheen. So easy, so pigmented, so silvery. But yeah, anyway, I'm just drawing my design. I'm freehanding this. I took inspo from one of the links that I'll have in the description box, but it's pretty freehand. I'm in love with this chrome gel. Okay, and here we are. They are finished. I'm gonna add in some Aurora charms because I am me and I cannot get over using these Aurora charms. I love them so much. I'm gonna use the green ones as well because this set is green, right? It makes sense. And I feel like I'm not gonna use the green ones for many sets, so I wanted to use the opportunity while I had it. And I decided I wanted to, this was experimenting, I will be honest with you. I wondered what it would look like if I put the charms on lines and how it would look. I think it's okay. I think it's not the cleanest, but it's okay. So moving on, I'm painting just a little bit of the doughy glitter gel underneath. I'm gonna go in with a thick layer of this Fiote Volume Mirror Gel because I wanted to draw stripes through it, and it wasn't really working. I feel like I don't know what I was doing wrong. Maybe I needed to put even more Fiote Volume Mirror Gel on, but I think it is okay in the end. I tried like a smaller brush with a bit more force and it kind of gave the effect I wanted. It was just subtle, but it's okay. And then I'm going to add on some of these charms as a finishing touch as well. And this is this nail complete. Next we are moving on to a raindrop nail. To be honest, this set is a lot of experimentation. I'll be honest with you, I just wanted to try a bunch of different designs and hope that they all came together and looked somewhat cohesive. I was using a Jello zigzag gel first. This gel was not the right vibe for this because it was too tacky, too thick. So when I like pulled the teardrop shape up, it didn't work properly. Like it pulled too much of it up. So I'm going in with the Crazy Top. We love Crazy Top around here. Who doesn't love Crazy Top? Crazy Top is the OG. She is that girl. She is the it girl. Anyway, I'm doing these raindrops. I also really find when you do circles, it's a good tip to like circle your brush around to help it find itself as well. Now moving on, we're gonna do the chrome border for these French tips. Also, when you mattify, it's best practice to wipe your nail down as well, because that really just helps prevent any chrome from sticking to any of the leftover residue on your matte top coat. And this is a very simple design as well. I'm just drawing on chrome powder, jaggedy lines, and then chroming it. If there is any chrome powder that sticks, I go in with a gel cleanser and just wipe it off. And then line your chrome powder with a separate top coat so that you don't contaminate your like finishing top coat with chrome powder. I'm gonna add a teddy bear onto this nail just as a finishing touch. I think it looks a bit bulky. I don't know whether I would have redone this design the same, but I think it's okay. I think it fits the vibe. And I'm just gonna top coat that as well. And I'll also top coat over this charm this time, because these sorts of charms have a tendency to lose their like design, their sheen, if you don't top coat them. I'm just adding another charm onto the pinky finger. And then those nails are done, and we can move on to a fun nail, which is an Aurora nail, which are my favorite nails to do. Sorry. I was considering buying a hole punch to punch out like proper circles, but for now these are just cut out. Just adding my circle on top, and look at this sheen. Oh my gosh, this is why I love these films. And then to add like a rounded dimension, you know, like a gem vibe, always add more on top as well. Pretty sure this was Crazy Top Thick that I added on top. I'm going to draw a stem on the melon. This is supposed to replicate a melon, right? I'm just adding a little stem onto it. And then after that, I'm mattifying because I'm going to add a chrome finishing border. And as always, this is my signature, just jaggedy Fiote volume gel chrome. Also, if you want to add more dimension, you can flash cure in between and then add like another layer on top. And this is my favorite part, chroming. Just adding chrome powder is my favorite part because you see all of that definition come to life and it's so satisfying. I'm gonna repeat the same steps for a second nail. To be honest, I don't think these Aurora nails came out as like the best, but I think they're fine. They work. And here is my set so far. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, final nail, I think. Yeah, final nail. I'm going in with my arch enemy, which is the Bobolo gel from Cocoist, aka 3D gel. I hate using it, it's so sticky. But I try to make it work for me easier by adding flakes or chrome powder. because as you can see, it really helps to give it like a sturdier form, and then it's easier to work with. I also saw somebody online recommend like putting your tool into alcohol so that it doesn't stick, so that's why I tried wiping that down. And I'm just making very thin sausages that I'm trying to kind of guide on the nail in the direction that I somewhat want and hope for the best. I'm just gonna keep nudging it and just working with it until I get the shape that I want. I'm doing this in sections because there's no way I could do a whole nail in one go with my current skill level of using 3D gel. And just also flash curing in between each one, because this does, even though this is 3D gel, it does still lose its shape like slowly, so you have to work with it kind of quickly. One thing to note when you use the Cocoa Boba Low Gel is that it is not non-wipe, so you need to top coat it. And it remains very sticky. Even after you cure it for like 60 seconds, it's still so sticky, so make sure that you top coat it. I'm gonna add on some additional charms, gems, stones, just a finishing touch, you know, bring everything together. And here we are. I think it's okay. I'm happy with how this 3D swirl came out. And here's the finished set. I'm gonna cure this for a last 60 seconds in my big lamp, and then I'm gonna wipe everything down. Even though I use non-white top coats, you know, I always make sure to wipe each nail down twice, ideally with a different wipe per nail. And here is the final set. I am really happy. There'll always be things that I can improve on, but I think it definitely does give that Melon Soda fresh spring vibe. Please let me know down below what nail is your favorite, and also on the video format and design process stuff as well. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and please like and subscribe if you want to see more designs, and I'm wishing you a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world.